gun I need to clean today is another Witness model, Tanfoglio. I've heard people pronounce it different ways. It's made in Italy. It's imported by European American Armory. This is a 9mm polymer frame model. It's the P-S model. It's not loaded. It's the P-S model. This is a laser I put on the front of it. I don't know what all you can see there, but it's a pretty good little laser. I haven't even got it sighted in yet, really, but this is the PS model, and I think the PS stands for Polymer Special, because since 2005, the European American Arms has only imported, or mostly imported, the large frame Witness Tanfoglio Witnesses. That's in their polymer and in their steel guns. This is considered, even though it's a full-size handgun, this is considered a small frame. And what that means is it's got the grip angle, or the grip itself, is a little bit smaller than a large frame. Not to be confused with full-size and compact and subcompact. This is just about the Witness frames made by Tanfoglio. This is considered a small frame. It uses a 16-round magazine for 9mm. It holds 16 plus 1. Now the large frame 9mm, this is one, looks about the same size, right? They're both full-size handguns. This is a match model. It's a different, and it's a steel frame instead of polymer. But as you can see, the magazine is different on the large frame. It's got a little bit different angle, and it's a little bit wider. Both wider there, and a little bit wider front to back. Small frame, large frame. Large frame mags will not fit in small frame Witnesses. They only fit in the large frame. Now, up until 2005, European American Arms imported the small frame and the large frame. The small frame was used for 9mm, 40 caliber, and then 22 conversion kits. The large frame was used for 45 caliber. They didn't import the 9mm. There were large frame 9mm available, but EAA didn't import them. They imported 9mm and 40 in the small frame. But the large frame was for 45 caliber, 10mm, 38 Super. Am I missing one? I think that's it. And if you wanted a Witness in one of those calibers, you got the large frame. If you got a Witness in 9 or 40, you got the small frame. Well, in 2005, to try to, and the problem with the thing is the frame size isn't the only difference with the Witness line. It's not just about the grip and the size of the magazines. It's also about the frame that's up here. It's a little bit different sized up here. This gun is remoted as well, by the way. But and because of that, the slide off of a large frame would not fit on a small frame. They were actually different sized. And you can kind of tell right there that the large frame, they're different sizes a little bit. I don't know what kind of angle there. But the large frame would not fit on a small frame and vice versa. So EAA was trying to make things easier by offering all their guns only as large frames. So in 2005, they stopped importing the small frame Witnesses. I guess there was an outcry from it because the small frame, and for some people, is more comfortable in the grip angle. The grip's not as thick, and it feels better in their hand. I'm not partial to either one necessarily. I have big hands, so it's not an issue for me. But because of that, European American Arms started importing small frame steel frame guns. They called them the European American Arms Classic, or Witness Classic. The Witness Classic is a small frame, uses the 16-round mags, and generally can use the same grip panels that are on CZ75 or an 85, because that's, as most of you know that are watching this video, that if you're a Witness fan, you probably already know this, they're based heavily on the CZ75. There are some differences, such as the safety can be engaged even when it's not cocked, and once it's cocked, you can have the safety engaged with the hammer back, still pull the slide back. But you know, and there might be some other differences. I'm not sure. Those are the most obvious differences. But you know, it's based off the CZ75, very much a clone originally. They've been, you know, Tanfoglio has been making the Witness line for well more than 20 years. I know the first one I had was in 94 or 95, but I sold it a couple years after that, and I've just started getting back into them the last couple years. So anyway, what I was saying is, with the small frame, the classics, the grip panels from a CZ75 and 85 can fit on a small frame Witness Classic or one of the older pre-2005 9mm or 40 caliber Witnesses. I'm not sure, I don't know the whole story on the PS model, which is what this is, and I don't know if you can make it out down here, but it says PS right here. It says Witness P-S, and I think that means polymer special. Some people think it means polymer small frame. I don't know that anybody really knows that I've talked to on the forums or whatever, but it is a small frame Witness, and it takes the 16 round mags, and can only be used with the 9mm and the 40 caliber. You can't put 45 or 10mm or 38 Super in this small frame PS model. So you can't get conversion kits for it in those other calibers. I actually have a conversion kit for this one to make it a 9 to a 40, and it works just fine. It fits on there perfectly and works just fine. I haven't shot it yet, but it functions. It seems to function good. So anyway, the PS models came out. They are different than the regular polymer Witness. They do make a 9mm and a 40 caliber in the in the full size or the large frame full size Witness, and in the P carry, and they're all considered large frame as far as the slides are concerned in the magazines. But this is a small frame. Just a little history on, or as much as I know anyway, about the PS model. As far as the rest of the gun, everything else is pretty much the same as cleaning any other Witness or even CZ75 platform, as far as the takedown, the you know, cleaning it and whatnot. The takedown is actually very, very simple on these guns. There's the slide off. So anyway, to take it down, it's pretty simple. We pulled off the slide, pull out the recoil spring and guide rod, and pull out the barrel. And you can see inside the gun there. I'm not going to clean it on camera. I've cleaned the other guns on camera. You can see my technique. I'm just going to clean everything out real good in here. Clean the barrel out, before scrub it, and all that. And then we'll go back here in just a second. It'll be clean. We'll cut back. It'll be clean, and I'll show you how to put it back together. And I'm going to show you the other conversion slide I have for it. Okay, so I'm ready to put the gun back together. I've got me some lube all over the parts I want it. I'm done cleaning it. We put in the barrel, put in the recoil spring and guide rod, and then you take the slide and put it inside the frame onto the rails. And you can see my lube's coming out there. Try to work it back in a little bit. Put the slide, the takedown pin, slide release, slide lock lever back in. Function. Everything seems to be functioning fine. Now I'm going to take a clean towel, wipe it down good. Don't want any excess oils and greases or lubes all over the place. Don't want the gun to be too wet, so to speak, but I want it nicely lubricated on the inside. So there's the Witness PS. This is the 9mm. Now, the neat thing is, like I was talking about earlier, is same frame. Here's the 9mm magazine. Alright. Now here is the 40 caliber slide. I just got it the other day off of a member of a forum that off of another member of a forum that I'm a member of. It's never been fired. I still haven't fired it. So it's real simple to change out. You just go down to your takedown procedure, pop that pin out, pull off your slide, put on your new slide. Fits like it was sold with this gun. Check for function. Functions just fine. Safety works. Double action. And then I actually got a magazine for it too. I bought a few magazines for it, and I think they're 12 round magazines for the 40. And you can see it's got a little different base pad. It doesn't have a base pad, it's just got a base plate. But it works just like it's supposed to. Clean it off. And now my PS9 is a PS40. Just like that. I paid quite a bit less than what you would pay for a new one, especially now. For some reason, European and American Arms has went up on their price for the conversion kits. They used to be relatively inexpensive, less than not a whole lot less, but considerably less than a new gun. Now their conversion kits for the PS model, for the small frames or whatever, is more expensive than to buy a whole new PS model, at least at most places. So, and this is fall of 2013. Maybe that'll change. I hope that doesn't mean that the PS models are getting ready to increase in price, but who knows what it means. So anyway, I don't need one now anyway. I've got a 40 and I've got a 9. I may eventually get a 22, but not until the prices come back down. I'm not going to buy a conversion kit when the cost of one is as much as it would cost to buy a whole new gun. So the whole point of a conversion kit is you don't have to buy a whole new gun. Anyway, I'm ranting a little bit there on my soapbox, I guess. So there's the PS model. I hope my video was able to give you some history on the gun, or at least some more information about the gun that you didn't know already. And take the information I'm giving you for what it's worth. What do they say? Everything you learn on the internet's true. I don't know. Everything I learned about the PS model, I learned on research and forums and different things. And there's not a whole lot of information about these on the internet. You just kind of, everything that I've learned seems to make sense to me, though. But anyway, there's the small frame, full size, but small frame, 9mm PS Witness. Have fun. If you have one of these, take it out and shoot it. They're great shooters. They're very accurate out of the box. There's no adjustments for the sight. I guess if you were shooting left or right, you could adjust for windage, but there's no elevation adjustment available. But you can put a different LPA sight on the back of that. It's got an LPA sight to begin with, but anyway, it's a great bargain gun. You can get these for less than $350 pretty much all the time. Even during the gun scare, they were still right under that. I think I paid right at $300 for this one over a year ago, or about a year ago. But they have went up a little bit since. And but anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and have a good day.